I can't put and express into words how happy I am at this moment. I'm going to enjoy this. The 24th instalment of What Caught My Eye series in this edition, I'll be focused on England suffering another year of pain and misery after the loss to the Italians. On penalty kicks, after drawing 1-1 in normal time and then 1-1 in extra time as well. Jason Cundy, Andy Goldstein, Goldbridge, Brent, Sandra, whatever you call yourself these days. Boris Johnson, Keir Starmer, Prince William, Prince Harry, Gareth Southgate, Pascal Siakam with hair, Porky Pig, Glenn Hoddle, Terry Venables, Sven-Goran Eriksson, Rashford, your lads took one hell of a beating, eh? It's not coming home, it's coming Rome. And thank God for that. See, you got Jason Cundy, yeah? That guy, that arrogant tosser, yeah? Calling us the bloody dog and duck, eh? I want everybody to phone a sports bar if you're Welsh, Northern Irish or Scottish and give it to him. Give it and rub it into him. Because he's been so arrogant these past couple of years, yeah? I hope he enjoyed that, because I know I did. I enjoyed you mucking up there. I enjoyed you losing on penalty kicks, eh? But you do have history of losing on penalty kicks, don't you? And once again, you did, didn't you, eh? Oh yeah, and Rashford, Sancho and Xhaka, all rolled into one, they had their Gareth Southgate moment. And I'm so happy that England lost, because as Welsh fans, we will never hear the end of it. And I'm sure that I'll park for one night only my hate and disdain for the Dirty Danes, and I'm sure we can all agree, Welsh fans and Danish fans, that we're so happy tonight, and we will agree on being happy that England lost, because we both wanted to lose. You know, I would have mocked the Danes for losing the way they did if it was somebody else, but because it was England, and what would have happened if, you know, they won the whole thing, which thank God they didn't, it would have been excruciatingly painful. You know, it's a dodgy penalty kick, so I wasn't really going to, you know, mock them on that. But some of the disgusting England fans who did to a family of Danish fans on a bus was nothing short of a disgrace. Some of the fans' antics after the game was nothing short of a disgrace. And if you're Italian watching this, I would say this to you. Be careful on the streets of London. Be careful. Lock up your valuables. Close your, your stores or your pizza shops and all that jazz, because we all know what the English will do, just like I did a couple of nights ago. So be very careful, be on your guard, and make sure if there's police or security guards in and around the stadium, keep close with them, because you know what these English are like. But thank you, Italian, Roberto Mancini, and I'm sure Robbie Savage, who's a friend of Roberto Mancini, will be phoning him right, beaming from ear to ear. He has saved humanity. Thank you. I bow down to you, Roberto Mancini. You are fantastic. You deserve all the credit. Italy deserve all the credit. And it shows those certain people who mock the Italian league, and yet players who play in the Italian league, they've won the Euros. And I couldn't be any happier for them. So we're so happy as Welsh, Scottish and Northern Ireland fans. So happy. Cock a hoop. You know, I'm so excited. Obviously, I'm so happy. You know, not media trained like some other people. I use pure utter emotion to get my point across. You know, because I don't want to be working at the BBC for instance, because they're all media trained there as well, by the way, because they can't have an opinion. Bit odd that. But yeah, I'm so happy. You know, and Porky Pig has lost a final in the space of a couple of months. Rashford has lost 2 finals as well in the space of a couple of months. Sancho, you know, he's going to play for Man United Football Club. He is a bottler. He bottled that penalty kick. I don't want him at Man United. And he will flop at Man United, I guarantee that. He's done nothing in an England shirt, and I'm so glad that he missed that penalty kick. And that is going to be a glimpse into the future, what's going to happen at Man United. And that's all there is to it, you know. So, I'm very happy, you know. You've helped a nation of Wales, in Scotland, in Northern Ireland. You've helped an Arab Republic of Ireland as well, if you want to add them into the equation, even though they're not in the United Kingdom. So yeah, fantastic. I love seeing the England players crying. you know, these top reds. Because you imagine if England did win the Euros, we will never hear the end of it from top reds about, you know, their favourites, Porky Pig and Pascal Siegel with hair. You know what I mean? And I hope Jason Cundy's crying right now. And Andy Goldstein, who said on the radio, right, that he already said it's coming home to England, and England lost. And before that, he said United are going to win the final against Villarreal, and we lost on penalty kicks. So up yours, Jason Cundy and Andy Goldstein, mocking us Welsh all through the fucking tournament, eh? Well, we're going to fucking celebrate, because you English are not winning anything. Still, since 1966, that you've actually won something. The underachievers. And that's all there is to it. So I'm very happy tonight. I'm sure others will share that sentiment as well. There's going to be no bank holiday. You know what I mean? You know? So I'm glad England lost. They're not going to win the World Cup. Italy deserve to win. I think England have been so lucky in the tournament. Thomas Muller, 9 times out of 10, he puts that away, you know, when he went forward and should have tucked it into the corner. You know what I mean? So England got so lucky. They were playing in front of a home crowd. I said Welsh fans. We weren't even allowed in Amsterdam. They didn't allow us there. We had to go here, then everywhere, into no man's land. Middle of nowhere. While England were allowed to play every game at Wembley except for one. It's not unfair for us Welsh fans. But again, we have a knobhead in charge of our fucking country. You know what I mean? And you know what? Before I go, people moan, don't they, about their freedoms. I'll tell you something, shall I? You lot in England, you have more freedoms than we do in Wales. Eh? At least you can play bloody football. I have not been able to play football in over a fucking year. So you should count yourself lucky. You got more freedom than we have. And it's an absolute disgrace that we're still in this horrible, shitty mess. And those who died in 2019, they were the lucky ones. Because we've all, last 18 months, all of us have had to endure this nonsense. So you should count yourself lucky. Count your lucky stars, England. People who live in England. Because you've got more rights than we've got. But anyway, it's been so depressing these last couple of years. But this just, you know, gives us a little bit of a lift. So yeah, England's not coming home, it's going Rome.